Aside from a rather fun showcase this week, PlayStation might be cooking up something else that's rather exciting behind the scenes. Find out exactly what that is up next. What's up, guys? This is Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. So, that PlayStation showcase happened this week, and while nothing really jumped off the page to me, I thought it was a pretty fun event. We got looks ahead into the year that lies ahead for PlayStation, since that was a rather big question post Spider-Man 2. But a rumor has since popped up, and I gotta say, while rumors are just that, and you know I always say to remain calm, but this one, I took the bait here. So this rumor started with known leaker Moore's Law is Dead, where he claims that PlayStation and AMD are working on a handheld console that's in early development. The leaker was quick to note that this idea of a handheld console between the two sides is very much in the early concept stages, which means this idea is far away from being an actual thing. Now, for a lot of people, you'd ask yourself, how can PlayStation get back into the handheld market? And no, I'm not counting the PlayStation Portal here, so let's get that out of the way. The main reason why PlayStation abandoned this sector of gaming back with the Vita was because they struggled mightily to create games for two separate platforms. Now, a lot has changed between now and then, but I think a more modern comparison here is how they're treating the PSVR and the PS5. I think they've been doing somewhat of a decent job supporting the VR headset, but there is a lot of room for improvement. And let's just be honest here, if PlayStation had to allocate their resources in order of priority, they're no doubt going with their home consoles first and foremost. But let's just say they do greenlight this idea. That is 3 separate consoles they'd technically be making games for, and they'd be spread thin across multiple fronts. But according to this leak, and take it for what it is, the console looks to use the PS4 library of games and some PlayStation 5 games. By the looks of it, this console won't support all PlayStation 5 titles, which again sounds rather odd to me, but much like the Vita, it will be using all digital games on the go. And I think the PS4 generation is full of games that I think would be fun to take in a handheld format. And I think given how far out this console appears to be, I'm sure by then they can work in some PS5 titles. Now, let's talk about just that, because this leak also gives an alternative here that this console will be a part of not only the PS5, but the PS6 family of consoles. And it could be a weaker alternative specifically for the Japanese market, which does prefer handheld consoles. And I've always said the PlayStation Portal could have been this massive home run for PlayStation, but that was only if it could play PlayStation games natively on the go. So maybe that device could have been our little test run here as to what to expect from this device. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. Would you be down for a resurgence or a revamp of this PS Vita? Count me in 1000%. Mainly because I think we're entering this weird handheld gaming era, especially with the Switch 2, there's rumors of Xbox doing one, all of the PC ones, so I think we're in some good hands here. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.